Welcome to Conversations. I'm Andy Millard. I love stories about reconciliation, and today we have a good one. James Payne grew up on the receiving end of racial segregation and discrimination in Tryon, North Carolina. And as an adult, he participated in the efforts to rectify those disparities. But through it all, he stayed here in Tryon, has many friends, both white and black, and has made a good living as the owner of his own taxi service. He doesn't have a bitter word to say against anyone. He lives a life filled with gratitude for his community and its people. He's one of our leading citizens, respected by all and respectful of others. In fact, when you think of Mr. Payne, that's the word that always comes to mind: respect. In every sense of the word, James Payne is all about respect.
I have traveled a lot and met a lot of people, and I've had people be very generous to me in certain respect. This town has been good to me. This town has been extraordinary good to me. My great-great-grandmother came here in 1896, I think. Came up from just off the plantation, slave plantation in Columbia, South Carolina. Blacks didn't have opportunities. Even the schools were segregated, you know. The stores were. And we couldn't go in the drugstores and sit at the counter and have a soda. That's a lot of things I didn't understand. It bothered me. They had a modern school, janitor. We our own janitors, played basketball, indoor gym. We had to play on the outdoor red coat. Separate, but equal. We never got anything new. It was always used. After the other kids defaced the books, tore them up and whatnot, they would pass them on to us. We didn't have running water, proper bathroom facilities, toilets, and no central heating. And boy, when you're 4 or 5 years old and walk about a mile and a half, I believe the winters were much colder back then than they are now. And when you got to school, your little hand would put them to the fire to ache. Or either sometime the old pot-belly stove in the center of the room was full of soot. No heat. You all would gather around and try to warm the stove. Instead of the stove warming you warming the stove. And the garbage truck would have one white man driving it, and 2 black would get out and get the garbage and get back on. They would come right through the predominant black area, not pick up our garbage. And I wondered about that. That really, I said, now how can they come by here and we right here, we live right on the way to the dump. He had to come by our house to get to the dump. And 2 black men working on the truck. Didn't make sense to me. It was obvious that you wasn't wanted like the theater. We weren't allowed to go in the theater. We couldn't go there when the whites went, but we could go there only after they have gone to the movie. And in the evening, you know, the last movie was at 7 o'clock, and it'd be 9 or 10 o'clock before we could go. Here I'm a kid about 7, 8 years old, 10 o'clock, I'm sound asleep. I couldn't hear Buck Rogers or Tom Mix and all those people. I'm asleep. I'm sure they had to. Wasn't much said about it, but some would. Some, you know, we had a lot of people here that saw things that wasn't right, and they helped blacks. A lot of black kids were sent to school by some of them. Some of them paid their tuition. just got tired. You know, you get tired of things being unjust, and you see it. I could see it then because I'm grown, half grown, and we resented it. We all the blacks came together on one accord and worked and talked and met at different schools and houses and things. Met once a month, end up with the NAACP, how to get this thing done. They didn't want to give in until Lawyer Daly from Asheville, he came down and he told them what they had to do. I had a daughter going to school then.
Were you happy about that?
Sure, I was happy. Get a good education. My dad started this business. Oh gosh, this business is about 80 years old. This business has carried me everywhere. I've driven people up to Cape Cod, Williamsburg, Virginia, Eastern Shores of Maryland, St. Michael's. You ever been there? Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Canada, Toronto, Boca Raton. You have to run the business. You have to be there 24 hours. You have to sleep and eat your business. That's what I do. That's why it's successful. I take no time off, which is not good. I work 7 days a week. Somebody got to run the shop. Somebody got to stay on the job. Huh?
That's right.
Huh? Come on now. It has to be Dr. King, Martin Luther. He wants to make things right and non-violent. You slap his cheek, you turn the other and you slap that one. I couldn't do that. I'd come up fighting. And then when you do that, you defeat your cause. He always stood his ground for justice, not for just black people, for mankind, for everybody. That's powerful, powerful. I try, and I work hard at it, to teach, to live like I want to be treated. You know, try to go through life doing the right things and to help people along the way, because I've had a lot of help. You know, be patient, be kind, and love people, and get along.